Привет, студенты! Today we are doing a Russian level check B2 edition. B2 is a very exciting stage because it's where you stop sounding textbook and start sounding more natural and more precise. You can follow real conversations, express opinions with nuances, and understand words that don't translate literally word by word. So, here's the test. I am going to say 25 Russian words that are common at the upper intermediate level. If you understand most of them, not just, oh, I've seen it somewhere before, not just recognizing the word, but you actually know what it means, then you're probably around B2 level. And if you don't know them yet, that's perfect too, because these are the kinds of words that level up your Russian fast once you start noticing them in real content. As always, I made a free PDF with the full list and examples from today's video. The link will be in the description. But before to start, and if you're serious about learning Russian, I have some programs and lessons to help you achieve your goals. So if you're interested to learn Russian with me, then check the links in the description. All right, let's test your Russian. How the test works. There will be 2 steps. First, I will say the words without explanation. Just listen and count how many you know. Then, in part 2, I will go back and explain each word with simple real-life example. Are you ready? Let's begin with the first 5 words. Развитие. Важный. Впечатление. Совет. Столько. Next 5. Возвращаться. Трубка. Ладонь. Железный. Оказываться. Okay, next 5. Институт. Потерять. Правительство. Остальной. Выпить. Next 5 words. Показывать. Идея. Точка. Уровень. Значение. All right, and final 5 words. Наука. Событие. Союз. Король. Половина. So, how many did you know out of 25? If you understood most of them, that's a strong B2 sign. Now, let's go back and learn them properly with real examples. So, let's begin with the first word, развитие. Развитие. That means development. That's used when talking about progress and growth. Personal, business, society. For example, это важный этап развития проекта. Это важный этап развития проекта. This is an important stage of the project's development. The next word is важный. Важный means important. That's used for priorities, decisions, key points. For example, это очень важный вопрос сегодня. Это очень важный вопрос сегодня. This is a very important question today. The next word is впечатление. Впечатление means impression. That's used for how something felt to you. For example, это произвело сильное впечатление. Это произвело сильное впечатление. It made a strong impression. Next one. Совет. Совет. That means advice. That's used when you give or ask for guidance. For example, Можешь дать мне совет? Можешь дать мне совет? Can you give me some advice? Next one. Столько. Столько means so much, so many. That's used for quantity. That's not a question. For example, почему ты столько работаешь? Почему ты столько работаешь? Why do you work so much? Next word is возвращаться. Возвращаться. That means to return, to come back. For example, я возвращаюсь домой поздно. Я возвращаюсь домой поздно. I come back home late. Next one. Трубка. Трубка. That means phone receiver or handset, also a tube in some other context. For example, он взял трубку и молчал. Он взял трубку и молчал. He picked up the receiver and stayed silent. The next one is ладонь. Ладонь means a palm of the hand. For example, он держал монету в ладони. Он держал монету в ладони. He held a coin in his hand. Next one is железный. Железный means iron. That's an adjective. Often strong or firm in expressions too. For example, у него железная дисциплина. У него железная дисциплина. He has iron discipline, that means quite strict. The next word is оказываться. Оказываться. That means to turn out to be, for example. That's used when reality is different than expected. For example, это оказалось сложнее, чем я думал. Это оказалось сложнее, чем я думал. It turned out to be harder than I thought. The next one is институт. Институт. That means institute, institution. For example, она учится в институте в Москве. Она учится в институте в Москве. She studies at an institute in Moscow. The next word is потерять. Потерять. That means to lose an object, for example, or a time, or a chance. For example, я не хочу потерять эту возможность. Я не хочу потерять эту возможность. I don't want to lose this opportunity. Next word is правительство. Правительство means the government. For example, правительство приняло новое решение. Правительство приняло новое решение. The government made a new decision. Next word is остальной. Остальной. That means the rest or the remaining. For example, остальные люди уже ушли. The rest of the people already left. Остальные люди. The rest of the people. Next word is выпить. Выпить means to drink, often to have a drink. For example, давай выпьем чаю после работы. Давай выпьем чаю после работы. Let's have some tea after work. Next word is показывать. Показывать. That means to show. And that's used for demonstrating, showing a place, showing proof. For example, можешь показать, как это работает? Можешь показать, как это работает? Can you show me how it works? Next word is идея. Idea means idea. That's used for plans, suggestions, concepts. For example, мне нравится твоя идея сегодня. Мне нравится твоя идея. I like your idea today. Next word is точка. Точка means a point, a dot, period. Also is used in point of view. For example, с моей точки зрения это ошибка. С моей точки зрения это ошибка. From my point of view, it's a mistake. Next word is уровень. Уровень means level. That's used for talking about skill or quality or amount. For example, Его уровень русского очень высокий. Его уровень русского очень высокий. His level of Russian is very high. The next word is значение. Значение means meaning or significance. For example, это слово имеет другое значение. Это слово имеет другое значение. This word has another meaning. Next word is наука. Наука means science. That's used broadly. Science, research, academics. For example, наука постоянно развивается. Наука постоянно развивается. Science is constantly developing. Next word is событие. Событие means event. That's often used for important happenings. For example, это было главное событие года. Это было главное событие года. It was the main event of the year. Next word is союз. Союз means a union or alliance. For example, страны создали новый союз вместе. Страны создали новый союз вместе. The countries created a new alliance together. Next word is король. Король. Король means a king. That's used literally and also in expressions. For example, он чувствовал себя как король. Он чувствовал себя как король. He felt like a king. And the last word, половина. Половина. Половина means half. That's used for time, for quantity, for distance. For example, я сделал половину работы сегодня. Я сделал половину работы сегодня. I did half the work today. All right, that was your B2 Russian vocabulary check. Tell me your score in the comments. How many words did you know out of 25? If you understood most of these words, you are probably around upper intermediate, so B2 or maybe more, because this is the kind of vocabulary you meet in real conversations, podcasts, articles, and just everyday conversations. Don't forget to follow me if you want more level checks like this and more real life Russian you can actually use. See you in the next lesson. Пока-пока.